I think the contract's a bit horrendous, personally. Vaughn's 33 years old. He's going to be 38, almost 39 when this contract expires.
You got to take a swing for the fences, and if you got the money, you might as well do so. Really surprising, but Von Miller decided to sign with the Buffalo Bills. It was like a 6-year, $120 million deal, although I think the guaranteeds were like only 40, 50-ish million, so maybe a actual shorter deal in terms of guaranteed money. Nonetheless, big surprise because it looked like Vaughn was going to, at first, maybe go home to Denver, and then LA was rumored to be really trying to get him back. I think maybe it was just you, but I thought I heard the Cowboys were in the mix. But nonetheless, Bills kind of came out of nowhere. He went with Buffalo. What are your thoughts?
I was surprised by this one. I didn't hear them as potentially being in the mix. At first, I thought Denver was probably going to be the favorite. Then I thought maybe he goes back to the Rams. Then, like I said on whatever the last episode was, we talked about Randy Gregory. DeMarcus Ware was talking about him going to Dallas. Like there was just a lot of teams in the mix. I didn't ever hear Buffalo come up, but obviously they're a contender. Right? I mean, Vegas right now actually has them as the betting favorite for the Super Bowl, and so they're a contender. I think the contract's a bit horrendous, personally. Vaughn's 33 years old. He's going to be 38, almost 39 when this contract expires. But like you said, I think the guaranteed money is low, and I imagine that they front loaded it so that there is an option to get rid of him after probably 3 or 4 years. And that's what I expect to happen because Vaughn, he's still an amazing pass rusher. We saw that in his last 8 games with the Rams. He had like 9 sacks or something like that. Maybe it wasn't 9. I don't know how many sacks he had. Anyway, but he hasn't had like a prime Vaughn season with like double-digit sacks since like 2018, I believe. So I don't know. I think that it's a good signing, but I think that that money that he got is more so off the name and the accomplishments and less off the production. But that being said, I mean, Randy Gregory got a ton of money and his production career high is 6 sacks. So I don't know. I like the move just because I think that Buffalo had money to blow and they're already a really amazing team. So like, heck yeah, man, go out and get a guy that you think can put you over the edge to win a Super Bowl. You get leadership in that defense too that, you know, I don't think they necessarily have along the defensive line because they've lost some key veterans over the years. So I like him being there. I don't like the financial part of it, but you know, once again, they're a contender anyway. So if he can put them over the edge, who cares?
Yeah. So I have this contract pulled up per Spot Track. So the Bills do have a potential out after 3 years, and it looks like most of that there's 45 of that $45 million of that is guaranteed at signing, and a total of 51 guaranteed. So I guess if I'm doing my math right, it's only $6 million guaranteed after he's already signed the contract. So, yeah. And then I think dead cap, I do see it falls drastically after the 3rd year because 2024 they cut him. It's 21.8 million, but 2025 he's still on the roster and they cut him. It's only 7.4, and by then probably too the Josh Allen extension will probably have started to kick in too. So credit their financial team there, but Buffalo's been missing a difference maker. I mean, I'm sure they would have loved a difference maker in that Chief game. It seemed, especially in the 4th quarter, because it seemed like. And especially as the year went on, we saw Gregory Rousseau kind of fade, and we didn't really see much from their D line. So maybe just having Vaughn with those other guys, you know, those other guys start getting more seal coverage and in certain situations, and you know they can come through, and or maybe Vaughn can also just bring back some old Von Miller. We saw it, like you mentioned, we saw it in the playoffs more that he started to pop off the field. So maybe that's where Buffalo's kind of more baking on. So I like it. I mean, you got to take a swing for the fences, and if you got the money, you might as well do so. I know I saw somewhere with criticism, maybe they should have gone after Zadarius Smith, younger. I would say maybe better production recently, although I will say to that, Zadarius has been dealing with back issues, so that's always a scary thing, especially in regards to an edge rusher. But love the signing for the Bills. Go all in.